Good evening, good afternoon, or good morning. I'm not sure what time it is where you're watching this video. I wish I could be with you in person, but unfortunately I can't. But I want to take this opportunity to say a few words about this amazing book, Epistemology of Deceit in a Postdigital Era, which appears in a series, Postdigital Science and Education, published by Springer, which is edited by my dear friend and comrade Petar Jandrić. It's a great series and it's a great book, so I want to congratulate Petar and I want to congratulate the editors of the book. Now, Petar and I were very fortunate to be able to co-edit a chapter in this book, which we call Scallywag Pedagogy. And I'm going to just basically read to you the abstract for our chapter and make a few comments in terms of what it's about. This chapter explores a dynamic between truth and deceit in 21st century transnational capitalism, emerging neo-fascist movements and post-truth media landscapes marked by the COVID-19 pandemic and the anthropogenic bioinformational challenge that faces us. It establishes the centrality of the concept of truth in revolutionary critical pedagogy and underscores the importance of linking true words with true actions in the formation of critical praxis. Revolutionary praxis, as we define it, consists of the dialectical process of self and social formation, while critical educators are situated as protagonistic agents who work in and who work through history. Truth is therefore not about a timeless or objective state we name history. Action creates history. Humans are historical beings, and truth is firmly situated within the dialectic of history. And we use the work of Walter Benjamin to show that ascetic entertainment provided by fascist national leaders like Donald Trump distracts the oppressed from the economic and social forms of oppression, supporting asymmetrical relations of power and privilege that repurposes the dominion of the ruling class. In response, we developed the concept of scallywag pedagogy, post-digital, ontological, epistemological, historical, and revolutionary praxis aimed at ambushing oppressive power relations and transforming the world in the interests of social justice through speaking a true word. Now, we call our pedagogy scallywag pedagogy after England's secret army of guerrilla fighters who, should the Nazis have successfully invaded England, were to emerge from their secret underground bunkers and attack the occupying Nazi forces, as well as assassinate any English collaborators with the enemy. So we wish to emphasize that we do not see ourselves like these heroes. Far from it, we wish only to recognize the manner in which transnational capital has occupied most of the so-called civilized world and warn against the growing forces of fascism that have made themselves present over the past decade throughout Europe and North America, and the need to develop a pedagogical counterforce that both understands the dangers of a post-truth world, that embraces conspiratorial right-wing alternative facts, and abandons self-reflexivity and dialogue as a key means of democratizing our social universe. So I hope you enjoy our chapter. I know that you're going to enjoy the book. And as I sit here reflecting on this chapter, I'm sort of struck by the fact that it wasn't until fairly recently that I was really engaged in the work of digital technology. I owe it to Petar for approaching me about a decade ago and challenging me to bring my work in critical pedagogy into a kind of engagement with the new technologies, and I thank Petar for that. I was basically using a fountain pen at the time to write my essays, and taking taking my written work, my handwritten work, to a typing pool and having someone type it out, give me the disc. I take it home, run it off, do all the corrections with fountain pen, and pretty much avoid any book that dealt with the new technologies. Petar challenged me, and I thank him for that, because I think it has helped to enhance my work in critical theory, in critical pedagogy, in sociology of education and philosophy. So thank you, Petar, and thank you to the editors of this book for putting it all together. Take care.